This video will walk you through how to set up your third-party account when a USF student sends you an invitation to view their student account. You will receive an email with the subject, "From USF, new proxy access granted." In this email, you will see the student's name who gave you access to their account, along with a link to set up your proxy access and your initial password. You have 7 days to take action. If the link is not active, which sometimes happens with different email providers, please copy and paste it into a browser. The screen should look like this. Copy and paste the temporary password sent to you in the email. Do not copy the parentheses. Paste this password into the box on the screen with the green background. Then click Submit. The next screen that you will see looks like this. You will be required to enter your email address, the temporary password again, and then a new password. Please fill in the information above and then click Submit. You will receive a second email with the subject, "From USF, updated proxy relationship." Please note, this email is extremely important to keep in a safe place. It is highly encouraged that you save the email in your browser's favorites. This is how you will access this student's account. If you have more than one student in attendance at USF, it's important to label these links in your favorites with each student's name so that you can tell the links apart and access the appropriate account. Go ahead and copy the link from the email and paste it in your internet browser. The screen that displays will require that you enter your email address as your username and the password that you just created. Next, click the Sign In button. When you log in, the Proxy Personal Information page will open. Please take the time to fill out your personal information on this page. Before you do that, note that in the upper right corner, there is a link to update your password. When it comes to providing USF with your personal information, the more information you provide, the better we will be able to authenticate you as an approved proxy if you need to call a USF office and inquire about your student's information by phone. Under Personal Details, I am providing my salutation and nickname. Under Contact, I'm adding the best phone number to reach me. It does not have an extension, so I'm leaving that box blank. Next, I'm entering my home address. Because this house is in the US, I should not add a nation. Nation should only be used for addresses outside the US. Next, I will click Submit. The next screen confirms that I am set up as a proxy for the student who invited me to view their records. This is what the screen will look like now when I log in. At the top of the screen, you can see that I can edit my information as the proxy. I also have a drop-down menu for each student who has provided me proxy access. Students can provide you access to one or many areas, including Account Summary, which will show you the student account balance for the current and any other terms. If you click on the TouchNet Authorized User Payment, you will be taken to the TouchNet site, where you will need to log in again using separate credentials since it's a separate third-party system. If the student has set you up as an authorized user, you will be able to make a payment on their account. Award Package, which outlines what financial aid has been awarded to the student for the current or former aid year. Award History, which shows what financial aid was awarded to the student in the current or prior years. Student Detail Schedule, which shows the classes that the student is currently taking, and any classes that they were registered to take in past or upcoming terms. Week at a Glance, which shows the dates and times the student is taking a class in a calendar format. Financial Aid Status, which shows if the student is eligible for aid in the current or past award year, along with any actions they may need to take to complete the financial aid process. Student Holds, which shows any active student holds on the student's account that may be preventing their ability to register, receive an official transcript, or their diploma. It is important to pay attention to end dates. If the to date has a date that is before today, the hold is lifted. If the to date is a date in the future, including 2099, like in this example, the hold is active, and in the case of this example, preventing registration. Student Grades, which shows their midterm and final grades for any enrolled term. Since this student is new, there are no midterm or final grades to display. Tax Notification 1098-T, which you may wish to print or save if you claim the student as a tax dependent. Student Profile, which shows a wealth of information from the student's current degree, majors, and GPA to the student's current term registration. By clicking on the drop-down link, you can also view this information for other terms. College Financing Plan, which lays out the cost of attendance at USF for the current year, along with any types of aid provided to the student, along with the total net cost. Financial Aid Dashboard, which alerts students of any immediate action that they need to take to complete their financial aid award for the current or upcoming year. Financial Aid Award History, which displays their financial aid awards from past terms. Financial Aid Award Offer, which displays their current financial aid award and allows the student to accept and decline different types of aid, along with an option to print this information. Financial Aid Notifications, which displays any notices from the Office of Financial Aid that the student needs to act on. Financial Aid Resources, which provides terms and conditions for receiving aid, along with more elaborate steps for accepting financial aid, including direct loans. Financial Aid Satisfactory Academic Progress, which informs the student if they're academically eligible to receive financial aid. One last note: students can choose to expand, limit, or remove proxy access at any time. If that happens, you will receive a notification email confirming these updates. This is the student record information of the student, and under the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, also known as FERPA, the student's information to control. All your access questions must be directed to your student. They control your access to this platform. There are additional videos that you can watch that provide in-depth instructions about the components of student self-service to better support your student. Please check them out, and as always, go Bulls!